Have you ever pulled away from everyone, not because you were angry, but because existing just became too heavy? You aren't just lazy, you are operating on a depleted emotional battery. You stop replying to texts right away. You invent polite excuses to skip social gatherings. You retreat into your quiet room, your internal noise, or an endless scroll through digital screens. To an outsider, it looks like simple procrastination, social anxiety, or a sudden coldness toward the world. But under the surface, something far more calculated is happening. This isn't a random breakdown, it is a structure, a carefully engineered defensive mechanism designed to keep you safe when your inner reserves hit zero. Welcome to the hidden architecture of withdrawal. Most people view isolation as a modern epidemic, an unintentional side effect of endless screen time and fragmented communities. But human retreat is rarely accidental. When an individual steps back from society, they aren't merely running away, they are constructing a sanctuary. They are building invisible emotional walls to protect a fragile system that feels perilously close to collapsing under the weight of daily expectations. For the vast majority of human history, solitude was a natural, built-in part of life. You were connected only to your immediate surroundings, your small village, and the tangible world right in front of you. When the sun went down, the noise faded away. Today, we exist in an era of hyper-accessibility. Your phone operates as an open portal through which hundreds of contacts, breaking news alerts, global tragedies, and subtle social pressures demand your instant attention 24 hours a day. We are quietly expected to be constantly reachable, emotionally empathetic, and perpetually productive. This continuous stream of input triggers a silent state of nervous system overload. When your mental bandwidth is continuously drained, your brain enters a crucial state of energy conservation. It begins to calculate the invisible tax on every interaction, every casual conversation, every work obligation, every unread notification costs energy you simply do not possess. This is where the first layer of withdrawal is built: energy preservation. You don't pull back because you despise people or lack empathy. You pull back because emotional engagement requires capital and your account is completely in the red. Withdrawal is the human mind's emergency power saver mode. It is an instinctual attempt to force close background apps in your head so your core operating system doesn't crash entirely. The architecture of isolation isn't built overnight. It constructs itself through subtle, quiet stages that are incredibly easy to ignore until you're already locked inside. Stage 1. The constant static. You experience a deep, underlying fatigue that a good night's sleep simply cannot fix. Social invitations begin to feel like heavy chores. Stage 2. Selective avoidance. Canceling plans yields a sudden, intense wave of physical relief. You mentally draft thoughtful responses to friends but leave them sitting for days. Stage 3. Emotional numbing. To make long-term solitude feel comfortable, you intentionally mute your expectations. You willingly exchange the rich highs and lows of real living for the flat, predictable line of absolute safety. But here lies the dangerous trap of this mental architecture. The fortress built to shield you inevitably becomes your prison. Every time you pick solitude over engagement, the outside world appears slightly more threatening, shrinking your comfort zone until even the simplest real-world interaction feels like climbing a mountain. How do you safely dismantle an architecture that was built specifically to protect you? You certainly don't do it with a sledgehammer. Instead, you start by simply opening a window. Micro step 1. Send that single text message you've been ignoring without overthinking. Micro step 2. Sit in a quiet local coffee shop for 20 minutes, simply existing alongside others. Micro step 3. Allow yourself to sit with minor awkwardness. Real safety doesn't come from hiding behind thick barriers. True safety comes from proving to yourself that you are equipped to navigate the world outside. You don't have to tear down the whole fortress today. You just need to leave the door unlocked. If you recognized your own life in these patterns today, hear this clearly. Your urge to step back was never a character flaw. It was a valid survival strategy. But a fortress meant to weather a temporary storm was never meant to become your permanent residence. Reclaiming your place in the world is a gradual process, but every small step outward restores your vitality. Understanding our hidden mental defenses is a lifelong journey. If this reflection brought you clarity, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Lines That Think, where we deconstruct the quiet patterns of the human mind, one thought at a time. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.